Aloha, everybody. How is that for an introduction tonight? Blue Hawaii playing some traditional Hawaiian music. Welcome tonight to our Passport to Hawaii, brought to you by Clayton. Tonight is Luau Friday, and it's made possible by our good partner, Food City. And we so appreciate you joining us on Facebook Live tonight. We are poolside, if you will, live from Gettysview. And over the next 30 minutes, we're going to give you a tropical escape as we talk about and showcase Sertoma. It's a Knoxville nonprofit that helps and serves adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities in our community. Now, of course, we wish we could be celebrating in person. This is Sertoma's usually one of their biggest fundraising events, and it's great to be in person downtown. But tonight, we're going to have a great time, I promise you. Through Facebook Live, we have some great entertainment that we're going to bring to you. Music, hula dancing, even some fire dancing. Incredible. It's very visual. We've been watching them warm up tonight, so that's going to be fantastic. You don't want to miss that. And I tell you, it's been a very active evening here at Gettysview. It was packed during the to-go meal, which many of you purchased. Many of the cars lined up to pick up those meals. It's a traditional Hawaiian meal, complete with Mai Tais. I know that's what brought a lot of you to Gettysview tonight, but it was so great to see. We can't thank you enough for supporting Sertoma. We certainly know things look and feel a little differently this year, but with that Mai Tai, we want to bring to you a word in Hawaii that is kamo, and that means drink to your health. So we hope that you do that tonight with your Mai Tai, along with all of us here on Facebook. Also want to talk about the online auction, of course, stretched from one night this year to a week-long effort because of the plans that changed, but you have plenty of opportunities to bid on some incredible items. That auction closes at 7 o'clock tonight. Don't worry, we're going to keep you posted. We'll give you time keys. We don't want you to miss out on any of those incredible items for sure. Well, Hawaiian Productions, of course, bringing us entertainment tonight, so it's great to have them with us poolside. Also, Lee Freeman, who is CEO of Sertoma, is joining us, of course, from a safe distance to talk all about Sertoma as we showcase the wonderful services that they provide so many in our community. I want to bring in Lee right now, and you guys had to pivot. This is not the plan.
This is not the plan, but you know we're proud of where we are right now. You know, thanks to Gettysview for putting on a fantastic place for us to have. This is poolside, couldn't be any better. They've got a traditional Hawaiian dish. We've got kalua pork, pineapple rice, pineapple upside down cake, and pineapple everything, including Mai Tais.
Behind you.
Yeah, we do. And I tried it. In fact, you know, we started off last Friday with learning how a Mai Tai should be made. And we went to North Shore Brasserie. Lance Davidson, thanks so much for helping us out with that. Hopefully we did it credit and made a decent Mai Tai for you at home. This wasn't supposed to be the way that it all worked out. We ended up having everything ready to go for something spectacular that you truly needed a passport to get to. And we made it to where it was something that was here in the United States and Hawaii that focuses on something fun, that takes your mind away from the pandemic and the crazy chaos that everyone's in. I hope everyone there at home is safe and well and drinking Mai Tais and enjoying the food for tonight. We've got a great thing lined up for you. We've got Beth Haynes as MC as always, but typically in August, that's when we have this event. It's $115,000 in terms of gross for us, gross dollars, and it's different this year. And it's expected. We want to safeguard our people, our staff, the RMC, and everyone here. So we hope that everything is looking good on hand bid right now, but we need more dollars. And here's the thing. We serve people with intellectual disabilities and developmental delays. Again, $115,000 is generally what we bring in August. September, we go to Hawaii in terms of the feel and the flavor, but we're also bringing the essence of Sertoma. Every day is Mai Tai Monday, or Tiki Tuesday, or Walele Wednesday, meaning waterfall. But we also show you a snippet of Sertoma as well, as my face mask keeps on falling down.
It has a tendency to do that.
But we're showing you our residential services. We have 36 different homes in Knox County. We serve over 135 people, and 95 of those live in those 36 houses. So you got to see that. You saw some incredible people that are frontline caregivers. These frontline caregivers they have so much in terms of what's on their plate. It's a hard job. It's taking care of a person's life. Starting pay is $10 an hour. Everything is reimbursed by the state of Tennessee, except for overtime. And we have to make sure that we have every shift covered. And folks, we're not immune by COVID. We've had 7 instances ourselves. That's $35,000 in total spend that we've had just on those 7 outbreaks. We also have PPE that we have to take care of, and $5,000 a month goes to hand sanitizer, disinfectants, face masks for that, and maybe I need a new one. But this one has Sertoma on it, which I love. But if you annualize all that out, that's over $100,000, and guess what? This usually makes $100,000. I need you tonight to help make up for that budget item that we didn't realize or ever intend on having to fill. You can do it in several ways. You can go online, you can bid on something. We've got something incredible. You can go and fly with Wes Stowers, a former U.S. Air Force pilot, lieutenant colonel, and he's flying in a 2-person airplane. You actually get to drive. You get the stick. And for an hour, he's going to take you as an aviator. You get a trip to Vail. You can go with Three Rivers angler Alan Gillespie and do fly fishing excursions. But if you're not winning that item, there's still ways in which you can participate. You can donate. You can be a community supporter, whether it's $50 or $2,500. I'd love the latter, but if you can't do that, $50 is good. It helps us, especially in a time of pandemic and chaos. So either donate online around Handbit or go to sertoma.com and donate now. Listen, 2/3 of the folks that we serve, they do not have family. They don't have immediate family. We become that family. We need to make sure that these services and these supports continue. If they don't, then Sertoma doesn't exist. The next position in life is homelessness. This is a very vulnerable population. We can't fail. We need you. We need you now. Bid, donate, whatever you can do. And also, I've got one DSP that I want to call out other than Vernique Rogers that gave up so much, including her birthday, because of a COVID incident. But Anita Stewart, you are one of my faves. 20 years of employment as of February. She means the world to me, and she means the world to so many people that she trusts and supports. We couldn't live life without you. Thank you.
And just, incredible the staffers stepping up. No one could have planned for COVID. We're all having to adjust. We're all having to step up, quite frankly, and this is a community, that's what we're known for doing. We step up, we volunteer, we fill the voids, we raise money, and we help our neighbor, and that's what we're hoping you can help do tonight with Sertoma. So many are depending on all of us tonight. COVID, no COVID, we got to provide these services.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's that simple. So we're so glad that you're joining us. And again, visit the Handbid auction site. Is that, just go to Sertoma?
Yeah, you can go to Sertoma, go under the events section. In fact, there's a link about midway down the page on the home page that'll get you to the donate and the Handbid functions. So everything should be there. You can find us on Facebook as well. Obviously, you're watching live, Instagram, Twitter, any social media aspect should have it on there too.
Well, one of the great aspects of Sertoma for the clients that they serve, they also provide education opportunities, employment opportunities. And right now, because of COVID, those employment opportunities are pretty limited.
They really are.
You got to keep your clients, you got to keep people and businesses safe. So that's a real struggle, but that's one of many services that Sertoma provides clients: employment, and also transportation. And we're going to talk much more about Sertoma and the many services it provides here in Knox County throughout the next 30 minutes. But I want to bring up Missy Kane, someone who is so familiar to all of us and a huge supporter of Sertoma.
Yes.
And Pam.
Pam, cousin Pam.
Hey, cousin Pam.
Peace. Yeah.
Howdy. Howdy. Aloha. Can you say aloha?
Aloha.
Aloha.
Yeah.
Pam is in the Hawaiian spirit tonight.
She's always in the Hawaiian spirit. She's ready to dance and party all the time.
Who dance?
She likes Don Ho. She likes Lee too. She's flirting with Lee a little
Hey,
bit.
Foxy lady.
Hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
Well, let's talk about Sertoma. It's personal for you, Missy, and it has given Pam you so much over the years. Share that special relationship for you.
Well, Pam is my second cousin, and I've seen Pam, she lived in Nashville for a long time, and so I'd go see Pam some, and she lived in a little house, but I was always worried what was going to happen. She lived with her mom, grandmother, and then an aunt. And then when everybody passed away, I called on Sertoma to what to do because I knew she didn't have a lot of support there in Nashville, and I lived here. So Becky Massey before Lee, and then Lee's been great stepping in. She knew how to get some balls rolling and what to fill out. And long story short is Pam moved to Knoxville, Tennessee from Nashville about 4 years ago. And tell them about your house where you live. How pretty is that?
It's pretty.
It's a really pretty house. She has her own bedroom, her own little bathroom area. She has her own little sitting area with a new TV that she got this summer. And she just, she's just thrived, I think, with Sertoma. She's healthier.
I have a hard time changing the stations.
She has a hard time staying
Yeah,
in the stations.
okay.
We want to get it on WBIR,
Yeah,
of course,
it's on
all the
that,
time.
it's fine.
She's been to WBIR. But, Sertoma has so many needs. And I think everybody that visits Sertoma and comes through and goes to see a house, like all my friends have been supportive of Pam and Sertoma. They helped celebrate her birthday a year ago and seeing what would happen without Sertoma.
Yeah, and what would happen without Sertoma?
Well, so many would be homeless or live like when Pam lived in Nashville. I mean, she had a little house to live in, but they didn't take her to the doctor. They didn't. She didn't have all the services, and she was a lot unhealthier then. And she's a happy gal, aren't you?
I'm happy-go-lucky.
Well, that community aspect too, that is so important. Everybody wants to be a part of a community and a part of a family, and that's what Sertoma has provided Pam and so many others.
And they worked so hard, Beth, through all of this. They worked so hard because some of them are working many overtime shifts.
Yes.
And that's what's so hard. We need the funds because the state only reimburses like $10 an hour. And these people,
And they're not working. I mean, it's working
they're
overtime
working
and-
because they love it, but
Yeah.
they deserve so much more. And so that's what Lee and the guys try to raise more money is because we want to reward those people. And it's a great place to work as far as what you get back and meeting people, but we need to have more dollars because there's like 135 clients, over 34 houses. So without funding, I don't know what would happen
And
to
you
that.
got the housing component, you've got transportation component, all of that adds
Yeah.
up certainly for Sertoma, and they have to provide these services. It's not an option not to. I mean, Pam, you want to go places, you want to be a part of a community, you have to get the doctor's appointments, and it's just a quality of life that Sertoma is giving people here in East Tennessee, which is wonderful. And you mentioned that deficit has to be made up through fundraising and through you all, and we're so appreciative of you all who've gone online already and looked through all these virtual auction items. It's stretched out to a week-long opportunity. There's some great items. You can continue to bid. How much time is left in the auction? 15 minutes.
There it says
15 minutes.
15 minutes. So
15
keep bidding.
minutes,
And just
yes.
people can just go in there and donate too.
Yes,
just
bid
out of their
and-
heart,
And you try to, if there's not an auction item that you want, there's a donate button, and you can certainly click on that and give what you feel led to give and what you think will help Sertoma provide incredible quality of life to Pam and the 134 other clients that Sertoma serves here in East Tennessee.
And we want to thank you, Beth, for you're always so good about giving back and because that you could be home with your family right now. But thank you so much for coming and doing this again.
Well, I tell you,
Pam's excited about the party because I have food waiting for her at my house.
oh, awesome.
On the
You all,
porch.
I'm going to let you guys boogie and get to your little luau party. Social distance and safe.
Yeah.
And Missy's home. Pam's going to join their family and celebrate. But I'll tell you what, this is one of my favorite events, Pam, to be with you and see you. I hate we're not all together.
Next year we'll be dancing and
We
having some
will.
fun.
We
Yeah.
will be dancing next year, but we're making the best of the situation, and that's all you can do right now with COVID.
Thank
We
you
have
so-
to step up, and we've got to look for ways to make things happen. So, Pam, you have a great night.
I
Do a
will.
little hula dancing.
We'll do it.
Not too many Mai Tais.
I know it.
Okay,
She's
well,
got
thank you,
Diet
guys.
Coke coming her way.
Diet Coke, awesome.
Bye.
Pam, one of
I love
many
you.
clients who has benefited from Sertoma
See you
for
later,
several years.
alligator.
See you later, alligator. 135 clients here in Knox County, and they're getting just tremendous care, but it goes beyond that. They're getting family, they're getting community, and they're getting an independent livelihood, which all of us want and need. I want to bring back in Lee Freeman, CEO of Sertoma. Tonight we have a very special guest, a very special visitor who's not going to be a stranger to any of you. She looked very familiar, so I'm going to step out of the Facebook Live and let y'all
Yeah. Well, thanks, Beth. Yeah, you know, we do. We've got Becky Duncan Massey, Senator Massey here today, and you know, you can't say enough about Becky and everything that she's done, not only for Knox County, but for 24 years. She's put her blood, sweat, and tears into building Sertoma into a place that gives people a well-rounded life, and folks with intellectual disabilities. It's always great because, you know, we talk about DSP dollars, and we always have a friend and a confidant and an advocate in what we're doing. And Becky started something that's truly just spectacular. You know, with Becky's help, Labor of Love, all included WBIR and Mike Stevens Homes, Knoxville Area Realtors Association, and the Homeowners Association, Home Builders Association. And so, Becky, tell me about that. How did it all start?
Well, we had gotten a grant to build a duplex, and we were, you know, we had some property there where we had one of our group homes, and we had the acreage. And so I was at a meeting with Mike Stevens, and I said, Mike, I know you build really fine homes. Do you have somebody you can recommend to help us? Well, he thought about it a while, and he called me one day and he said, well, Becky, we might be able to do something together. He said, the home builders and the realtors have done a labor of love project for the Love Sisters and have renovated their homes. And he said, we've been looking for another project and this might be it. Well, I never turned down at least an offer to talk about somebody doing something for Sertoma.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sitting there thinking, man, I don't know if this will work or not, but I don't know if he knows what he's offering, but, you know, heck, I'm going to go talk to him. And the rest is history. We built our first project. We had over 300 volunteers that worked on that first home.
Yeah.
And it was just magic. We had it totally under roof in a day and a half. WBIR came out there one day and did a work day, and they were doing the patio and carrying these big stones. It was cold, but y'all were out there working. And, you know, I mean, it was just the whole thing. We had a fraternity show up one day, and they had, you know, the younger pledges came early and the girls came later. But I mean, it was just, the whole thing was magical. We actually, Live at 5 did the reveal date. We had the whole show done from there. And that really was the impetus that kind of kicked off us to be able to raise money to help fund 5 more duplexes. And, you know, and I really credit WBIR and that partnership with Mike Stevens and the home builders and the realtors that really gave us the push, basically, and the recognition so people realized what all we could do with that home. And it was just magical.
I always steal your vernacular as well. I always use the words forever home.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, a lot of these folks, as you said, they have no families other than very indigent families, and Sertoma is their family. And, you know, when we started building these homes, I did not want to build something that was substandard. I didn't want to build something that was blob, you know, like gray walls and things like that. And, I mean, we have, you know, we've had folks that have donated granite to go in the kitchens. We've had tile backsplashes. Each side of the duplex has its own characteristic and own color scheme. I mean, you know, we've taken great pains to make it like something that you would want to live in, or you want your brother or sister or son and daughter to live in. And they're actually all gorgeous homes. And we've done 4.
Yeah.
And like I say, even though I'm not still working at Sertoma after 24 years, I still say we.
Yes.
And I don't think that'll ever go away. But they're just special. But, you know, if Mike Stevens hadn't come to the table, and what's amazing is he has donated his time to make this happen. And that is a huge in-kind donation on his part that really has just made a difference on being able to expand what the number of homes we could build and what we're doing.
Absolutely.
And we actually had a big capital campaign, and we had a lot of members of the community that came forward and invested their dollars in the lives of the folks that we serve.
Well, thank you, Mike Stevens. Hopefully you're watching. I know you got a big race tomorrow, so we wish you and Marquita well. And Becky, thank you so much. I always told you, I got big shoes to fill, so I'm wearing 3 pairs of socks today.
Well, I have big feet. I wear a size 10, so yeah.
Thank you.
thanks for all that you're doing, carrying on the tradition, because Sir Thomas is amazing, and you know, our folks depend upon us. Every donation, every dollar, whether it's something for an auction item or whether it's a dollar donated, makes a difference in the lives of some amazingly special people.
Well said. Thank you, Senator.
Thank you.
Want to give you an update. About 10 minutes left to bid in the silent auction. It is 6:50. That auction closes, the virtual auction, at 7 o'clock tonight. So many great items for you to choose from. Many of you have been bidding all week. We appreciate you doing so. And do remember, you can make a monetary donation. If you don't want to participate in the online auction, there's a donate button, and we would love for you to donate and support Sir Thomas. And I can tell you, they mentioned the Labor of Love project. It has been WBIR's pleasure not only to be there when the clients are presented their homes, but to be a part of the work, the true labor of love that goes into creating these forever homes for the 135 clients. I think 96 live in these wonderful homes. Mike Stevens, I can't say enough about the Builders Association as well. They literally pour their heart and soul into these homes. And it really has been something that as a station we have been thrilled to support and to be a part of. It's just one of many ways that we can help at WBIR. And to us, it doesn't get any better than straight from the heart when it comes to the Labor of Love project. So that has been something wonderful. I'm looking at pictures on the monitor behind me, bringing back a lot of memories, certainly.
Yeah, Beth, you see yourself right
This
there?
was,
Okay.
this was the, Senator Baxter mentioned when it was opened. We were live. We did our entire live at 5 at 4. The entire hour we watched as clients got to come in. They saw their bedrooms for the first time. They had a bathroom and a kitchen. I mean, it was so special and so moving. And just know that's what you have helped create here in Knoxville, here in East Tennessee. These residences, that could go beyond that. As Lee said, they are forever homes. So it's just one way that you're helping people who are so grateful here in our community and who otherwise wouldn't have the resources they need without your help. So we're going to bring back in Lee. I don't know how we're doing. Is it 6:55?
It's right about that time, 6:53. And,
Oh, okay.
you know, we were talking about the homes, and the one thing that, you know, we just finished our 4th, and we also are renovating, and it's going to be our last large group home. And this is actually a 12-person home that we're going to split up into a triplex. So we're still going to have 12 people living there, but 3 different residences, all under one roof.
Wow.
Really going to be cool. And looking forward to working with Mike on that. But I'm going to do a shameless plug right there of, you know, we're still looking for that final piece. We've got a lot of people looking for, wanting a property out west. And property in West Knoxville is pretty hard to come by.
Yeah.
So, you know, whether it's Louisville, Topside Road, that area, but if anyone has anything they're willing to get rid of at a whiz-bang price, we'd love to talk to you. So, you know, I think right now I need to make sure that I thank all of our sponsors. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to turn, and hopefully this doesn't look like I'm cheating, but I am.
But he
We've
is.
got a lot of people to thank, and first and foremost, thank you to Clayton for making this all possible. And this Luau today, the Food City. We've got our big Kahuna sponsorship there, and also our Luau. But the Mahalo sponsors are those people that gave for those daily updates. So we showed you our residential, we showed you anything and everything in terms of employment, and how great was Lisa Rotman and Stowers. Incredible people. We also ended up going to the community. We learned a lot about our day clinic and what we're doing now in terms of COVID and the pandemic. We're running things like medicine, daily medicine needs through Peel Packs, through our back door of our clinic. So those ladies in the clinic, Manette and Brandy, thank you all. I don't have time to name everyone, but thank you so much for making your day, just making everyone else's life so much easier and making it a special day and for people to be treated with respect. And thank you to everyone at Sertoma. But we must continue. Those Mahalo sponsors, those daily people are Regal, Stowers, Pilot, Crippa, and I need to explain who these fine folks are. It's the Knoxville region for Indian origin physicians. And they came in and just truly opened up their arms and their pockets for us, and we truly thank you all. And Talika, thanks so much for getting that for us. Humana, thank you for stepping up there, being our final of those daily sponsorships. And then our Aloha givers, those people that made everything happen from the Mai Tais to the food that we have today. Schaffner Kaltoff, Kroger, Trinity Benefit Advisors, Dental Works, KUB, Home Federal, Covenant, and DeRoyal. We couldn't do this without you. Again, we wish we were at a big fancy place like the Mill and Mine. We're here in a fancy place called Gettysview, and with great food and great Mai Tais. But gosh, it'd be great if we could all get together, dance, auction hunt, because it's so fun when you're competitive and you're bidding against your friends. And you can see it online, but hopefully next year we have Beth Haynes back as an MC, and we're able to share among friends in person.
Yeah, hopefully we can all be together next year as we celebrate Sertoma and enjoy one of their biggest fundraisers. But we are so glad that you have joined us tonight, Facebook Live, Luau Friday night. It's a little bit of a transition, if you will, not what they originally had planned, but I think this is about making the best of situations, and Sertoma has definitely done that tonight. Thank you to so many who purchased the to-go meals, the Hawaiian meal. Many of you clogged up Gettysview to pick up those to-go meals, and you're joining us on Facebook Live tonight. So the auction does close in less than 5 minutes. You can see the auction on the Sertoma website. Great items. Also, there is an option to donate if you want to make a monetary donation tonight. But it's always great to be a part of Sertoma. Thank you for giving me the honor of being a part of the event tonight and helping with some videos this past week. You can learn all about Sertoma, though, on their website, its mission, the many services that they provide to so many here in Knox County. And you can be a part of it, too, with the Labor of Love campaign. So it's a great night. We hope that you guys will enjoy the evening. We're going to say aloha, drink up on those Mai Tais, and place those final bids. As we close tonight, we're going to bring in Blue Hawaii. You can't have a luau without fire dancing and hula dancing. Have a great night, everybody. Enjoy.
Aloha!
Okay. Everybody watching this now, I need you to help. Talofa in Samoan is hello. That's kind of how we get things going. So I say talofa, you say talofa back. I want to hear you through the screen. Ready? Talofa!
Talofa!
Okay, it's good. I accept. Soya! Talofa! Talofa!